family, but the future of our communities. And so Medicaid to me is important. Medicare is too. I'm well over 65. So Medicare is important to me also. But I say to people all the time, I don't know of a parent or grandparent anywhere that would rather have their needs taken care of and their children and grandchildren secondary to those needs. Oh no. Those children and grandchildren will come first. And I think that's the kind of thinking that must go in to our undertakings as we try to get to a better place. And so I'm going to thank you for all the work that you do, but I want you to know that I'm not going to lose sight on what it's all about. We've got to make a better future for our children and our grandchildren. Yes, we want things to be comfortable for us, but we are much better off when we see comfort in the future for our children and our grandchildren. So thank you so much for all that you've done. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your conference, or more it be after the fact.
All right. So one thing we can't stress enough is gratitude for the work that you do, but also for being here. As you can see, even state representatives appreciate the work that you do. Even sometimes you feel like your work may be small, is actually bigger in the large scheme of things. So we want to thank you for setting the time aside to be with us here today. So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to have some breakout rooms. So I'm actually going to share my screen just so everybody can get the gist of like what the breakout rooms are going to be about. So just give me 1 second for this transition. Okay. So when it comes to the breakout room, we're going to be put into breakout rooms. And in your breakout rooms, we would like you to discuss with your group what topics you think are most important for CHWs in 2022. We will seek subject matter experts and some of you to bring these topics selected to life during our quarterly meetings. So once again, in your breakout sessions, we want you to discuss with your group what are the most important topics for CHWs in 2022. Any topic that you bring up in your breakout session, when we come back after the breakout session, we're going to definitely take the notes, but also what we're going to do is bring this to subject matter experts in the quarterly meetings. So the breakout sessions will be 15 minutes. So 1 second. All right, so the breakout session will be 15 minutes. You'll be put into your breakout sessions automatically. So there's gonna be 1 minute to separate you into your breakout sessions. But once again, for the third time, what are the most important topics you think are most important for CHWs in the year 2022? Like I said, so 15 minutes for your breakout session.
I see Kim's the only one in 5. Can you move her to another breakout room?
Is that Kim?
Kim Rawson.
Huh. It says she's in with 3 other people. She's in with Lily and Sarah.
Oh, well, the one I'm looking at is she's in room 5 and with Shell and Anthony, but maybe
Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down on your side.
Oh, okay. There's other rooms.
Yeah, Lily.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Got it. All right, I'll move on.
Okay. I'm gonna set my timer now. Welcome back, everybody. See, more people are filtering back in from the breakout rooms. I hope the discussion was very engaging. As mentioned in the broadcast message, we're looking to hear from you guys. We don't want this to just be us talking to you. We want to definitely engage in conversation. So, if anyone, we're looking for 3 individuals to share any topics that were covered in your breakout sessions. So, open panel, whoever would like to speak about any of the topics that were covered in your breakout sessions.
Okay, so I was in group 7, breakout group 7, and we discussed the very first thing that came up was some form of focus of self-care and ensuring that, as CHWs, we're maintaining those boundaries. We're understanding that we, with everything that has happened the last couple of years, and it doesn't seem like it's really letting up anytime soon, we really need to ensure that we are practicing self-care, mental health practices, not only for ourselves, but for our population of people that we are serving. So that came out right out the gate. And then we went into, we have Karen, who Karen is not a CHW, but she, forgive me, you supervise, correct? Okay, and so her question was, is there a directory of CHWs? And we were able to answer her and say, yes, there is. One of the barriers, though, that I personally have seen, I don't know if anyone else has experienced it, but it's just the kind of the breakdown of regions, regionally, CHWs not really coming together and being identified as the CHW statewide. So that is something that we think, we could do a little bit of more focus on. Is just really trying to engage our CHWs in our respective regions. And that led to another focus point of developing regional meetings and that type of stuff. So
Room
did I
7,
cover it all, ladies?
Room 7, you guys are getting after it. Thank you. I know we have somebody in the chat. Anybody else would like to talk about what's covered in your breakout session as well?
I can go. We were in group room 4, and we talked some of the things she already discussed, but we also talked about self-care, making sure that we're taking care of ourselves, because we're always taking care of others. But in order to take care of others, we have to take care of ourselves. So self-care was one. Then we also discussed having a set salary for CHWs, because a lot of times they are funded through grants. So we want to just have a set salary. And then also was discussed how the last 2 years have impacted families due to COVID. And then also we talked about the awareness of CHWs.
Thank you. And then in the chat, we also have Sarah. Sarah says, in their room, they talked about how we and patients are dealing with the after effect barriers to health equity, self-care for CHW, Medicaid expansion, CHW payment, funding, state policy, child care member spotlights, in-person meetings as soon as possible. And Sarah also added that she loves the suggestion of regional meetings for more feasible in-person meetings too. And then Lily said in the chat, they had it was at one time there were regional meetings, so she definitely agrees that that idea needs to be rekindled. Okay. Anyone else before we move forward? But definitely, these are great talking points.
Hello, I was in group 5, and some of the things that we discussed was someone mentioned patience and growth. Patience related to getting the true meaning of community health workers, really talking about the importance of being able to get the data needed to show the real impact of the work that's being done, and growth related to getting additional community health workers involved with the association. Then there was a suggestion for a need for additional specialty training tracks around chronic health conditions. And more discussion and education is needed around sexual health for youth. More churches getting involved. This information coming from trusted individuals that don't stigmatize and not afraid if they talk about sexual health with youth, then that means that youth will have sex. So more education around that. Also, voter registration and education. CHW is becoming more involved in those efforts. And then more resources are needed for the individuals that CHWs are working with, or more knowledge about resources in the area to be able to provide to those that are in need. And I think that's it. But if anyone from my group, if I missed anything, please feel free to jump in. But thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody else from room 5? But she did cover a lot. Okay, and we have some more feedback in the chat. In group 3, they talked about self-care and balancing home life with work life. And thank you for providing that, Linda. Lily, did you want to add something? I see you unmuted your mic.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, she summed up group 5 exceptionally well.
Okay, thank you. And then we got some more feedback in the chat. We got Anna, she says, specialized training has been created for CHW and autism. Okay.
I'm sorry, not autism, asthma.
Asthma, I'm sorry, read it too fast. Asthma. Okay, and asthma, thank you. Okay. If there's no more feedback, but I love the feedback that we did receive. You guys really took that breakout session and really like poured out information and things that need to be discussed and topics that, that can be attacked and covered in the next year. So we definitely thank you for your engagement there. And the good thing about all this being recorded is that it can be watched back, shared with subject matter experts, and just continue to provide the conversation, but also provide the resource that may be needed moving forward. So one of the things we want to do move forward now is we want to do our presentation of the CHW of the year. And allow me to share my screen for that. Okay, and then we're actually going to have Linda Guest and Mariah Martin cover that. So Linda, are you ready for this? Give it 1 second.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here this morning to here at Pasos in SC Thrive building. And I, myself, and Ms. Martin have the great pleasure of presenting this morning an award to Miss Lulu here as CHW, the South Carolina CHW of the year. And at this particular juncture, I would just like to have a few remarks. As a CHW, it is an honor and a privilege to present this award to Louisa for a job well done. Louisa has helped more than 500 Hispanic families in the Midlands and other parts of the state, supporting them with connection to resources, navigation of the health system, and education. Louisa has helped these families with social determinants triggered by COVID-19 situations, such as rent, utilities, assistance programs, food insecurity, and connecting them with testing sites and vaccination events. It is a great pleasure for me to be able to give her this award, because it is the epitome of what a CHW is about. She gonna make me cry, y'all. But I'm gonna hold it together. I'm gonna hold it together. So without further ado, I would like for Ms. Martin to give her remarks.
Hello, everyone. And first and foremost, I want to thank you all for this recognition to one of Paso's CHWs, and especially for this award for Lulu. Lulu truly, really encompasses the description of what a CHW should be and does. Her heart leads the way, and the science as to how to deliver comes from her training. First and foremost, she met Pasos as a participant as well in getting supports, and she understood what that entire picture meant and what it looked like. So she had to be a part of it and wanted to give back. Thank you so much, Lulu, because you really truly go above and beyond. Not only does she serve in the Midlands area, and but she also supports other CHWs in their work across the state, and has become a trainer herself in many, many, many ways. Thank you so much. You are a true gem. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so happy. Thank you so much for all. My English is so, but I try because I am so happy. I am proud for me because this is my herencia for my fathers and my mother. They are very important for the whole community and in my country, and I know I learn for them. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Happy. Thank you, Yuli. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Linda. I'm so I don't know.
I would like to translate her word herencia. I think within the context of the Hispanic culture, is what she means is that part of just who she is as a person is an inheritance from her father and her mother, and what she saw in them for helping others and giving to others, and therefore it's something that's innate to her. Thank you.
Without further ado, Miss Lulu or Louisa Hernandez, I give you this, the South Carolina Award for CHW of the Year.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
Much. Thank you for
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
for all people. For my Judy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a brief break, a brief 7-minute break. Congrats again, Louisa. You definitely deserve it for your hard work and your dedication.
Okay.
And we could definitely see how happy you are and how happy you make others. So thank you very much.
Pictures.
So we're going to take a brief 7-minute break, and then we'll resume with the rest of the conference. And you're getting a lot of congratulations in the chat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God,
Oh, it's so
hermoso.
That 7-minute break, then we'll resume with the presentation of our committee. Muted myself. Okay. All right, everybody. It's 10:50, so we will now resume with the conference. So what's going to happen next is that we're actually going to have presentation of committees. So the first committee that we'll be presenting is the Professional Development Committee, chaired by Lily Fox. So could we have the representative for that committee?
I guess that will be me.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody, and thank you all for coming to the conference today. Taking time out on a Friday to spend with our fellow community health workers. In our professional development committee, we meet every fourth Tuesday of the month, and it's via Zoom. And I must say our group is growing. Some of the tasks that we have been assigned to work on is the Speakers Bureau, which is what we're at the point that we're at right now. And there's and I don't know how to share that screen. Anyway, we have a call for community health workers, and what our goal is to represent the entire state, have someone from each region. That's why I was glad to see when Sarah put that in the chat about regional meetings. Someone said it, and I think she agreed to it. But we're trying to represent the whole entire state because we're South Carolina community health workers. So, with having said that, we want to make sure that the whole entire state of South Carolina is represented. So that's one of the things that we're working on. But as far as the Speakers Bureau, that is what we would like someone from each one of the regions, and there's 5 regions, I think. And okay, I'm gonna try to remember them because I'm doing it off the top of my head because I thought somebody else was supposed to be reporting out. It's the Catawba and it's Catawba, PD, Richmond, Low Country, and I can't think of the other one. There's 5 of them all together. We're not the same as the 4 that DHEC represent. We actually divided into 5. But those are the things that we have been working on, and now currently we're working on training for the community health workers. So if anybody is willing to accept the challenge to be a speaker for the community health workers to help get the word out and help educate people on the work and the impact the community health workers have on healthcare in our communities, as well as our chronic diseases, etc., please let us know. You can email me the information, your contact information, and I will make sure that it gets word in. My email address is, Rochelle, can you put this in the chat for me, please? It's Lily, LILLIEFOX 94@gmail.com. So if you're willing to be a speaker for the community health workers, please send me your contact information. And so because we're working now, as we're working on the questions to be asked, as well as the training for them for speakers.
Okay. So everyone, Lily's email address is being entered in the chat now, along with the committee she serves on. And you should see it right now in the chat.
Yes, thank you.
No
and our meeting is at 10 o'clock, I'm sorry, but it's at 10 o'clock instead of Zoom is Teams. If TEAMS, we're doing it through Teams now instead of Zoom. And that's it for me.
Thank you very much. So next we have the Education and Advocacy Committee, chaired by Anna Casio. Somebody report on that committee? Education and Advocacy Committee. Representative report on that committee. Going once, going twice. If we don't have a representative for that committee, we can all move on to the annual conference committee, chaired by Ray Jackson. Do we have a representative from that committee? All right. That's my.
I sit on that. Just trying to get my.
So you sit on that committee?
Hi, I sit on that committee, and I will just say that the annual conference committee is the committee that met last year. We met in our lessons learned or review, post review, and everyone decided they wanted to work again this year on the committee. But we are open to ideas, and anyone who wants to join can join. We are looking at having the conference this year a little later in the year because we were right there with a lot of other conferences. So I think we're looking at a later time, and God willing, we will be in person. So that's the goal for next year. And we're looking to have some, just to get some outstanding speakers and for this year's conference.
Okay. Thank you very much, Donna. So that's the committee reports. So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to go into the 2021 Certified CHW acknowledgement. So of course, we want to start by saying, great job to the people who were certified CHWs for 2021. We also want to extend gratitude and thanks to our training providers, Anna Casio and Dom Francis, Anna with Pesos, and then Dom with Center for Community Health Alignment. And then just to report out on that, in 2021, more than 70 CHWs went through the core competency training virtually and completed a practicum to show what they learned, their lessons, and were ready to serve their communities with confidence. Once again, congratulations. This year we also had the first Pesos class conducted and tested completely in Spanish. So definitely great job on that. And now what we're actually going to transition to do is we actually want to do the presentation of the CHW Group of the Year, and Donna is going to take that up. So Donna, are you ready for that presentation?
Well, I suppose that's why we're here. So yeah, I'm excited to be here with my mask on, Don mask, with Mark Calhoun representing Care South, South Carolina. This group is amazing, as so many have voted. I think they were nominated by our own Lily. So, but I think so many other people voted for them because they're amazing. Mark was just sharing with me that they have 33 community health workers, 33. And you're covering the counties of PD?
Yeah, PD, Darlington, Marlboro, Chesterfield, Dillon, and Lee counties.
We had an opportunity to tour these areas, and there's so much going on. But one of the things I truly love is how someone asked about getting a standard pay for community health workers. They have models here that don't depend completely on grant funding. And I know so many of our other organizations do as well, but I just think they do a phenomenal job of just using what they have earned and saved to make sure they have enough to fund those community health workers and give them livable wages and secure positions. So, man, what else can we say?
Thank you.
I wish that we could do so much more for each of the groups, but we just wanted to have something you can put on your shelves, and everybody, all your community health workers can come and see. So we are presenting you with, don't hit nobody with it. Because they're such a large organization, such a large group, and they truly understand the value of community health workers and how they all work, even though sometimes they're alone out there, they're all as one, and they work together and share together to cover their communities. So we really wanted to present this award to you and your team.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're certainly honored to have been nominated as well as to receive the award. I can't say enough about the group of ladies and some gentlemen that we have as community health workers, and that's just my department that scratches the surface. We have a number of other departments where there are community health workers that are employed by CareSouth, our population health specialists. Vantage Point has community health workers and Care Innovations as well. But my group in particular do a wonderful job at making sure that we address the needs of our patients, needs of those individuals in our community, and they work hard and they come to work every day with a renewed sense of wanting to serve, and want to do the best for our patients and have our patients they have our patients at the forefront of their hearts and do their best to raise the quality of life of those individuals. And so I'm so proud. I accept this on their behalf, and I am proud to accept this on their behalf. I'm proud of the work they do. I brag about them every day. Our CEO brags about them. This was her brainchild. And so I say we take a moment, we'll enjoy this, and we'll get back to work.
Get back to work.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! Yeah, I know we always get pretty excited. Bonita will be jumping up and down right now. I'm excited for Lulu and for the CareSouth team and the work they do and how they're representing the profession of community health workers. So next year they're going to pass it on. So let's see what y'all got. Everybody, the bar is always raised, but I always feel so good no matter where I go with community health workers, because y'all just rock and you do it from the heart. Just like Lily was saying, Maria was saying, just leading with that heart.
Yeah.
So congratulations, too. Just love this. Our group of the year. Back to you.
Thank you guys at Association as well.
Well, thank you very much once again. Congratulations, CareSouth. Hard work, you definitely earned it, and you're getting a lot of love in the chat. I'm seeing some dances on camera too, so that's even great. we see you, Keisha. No, but everyone's very excited. You got the award, especially for what you give back. So once again, congratulations, and congratulations again, Louisa. So while we're in the spirit of giving kudos, congratulations. Now what we want to do is we have a special honoree that we definitely would like to talk about. So I'm going to play the slide now. Lily, did you have to say anything before I play the slide about the honoree? Or
No.
actually, okay. Well, let me get started on the slide. Give me 1 second to do this transition. Hold on. Okay.
The South Carolina Community Health Worker Association wants to salute a pioneer CHW. Lily Fox is always connecting to people. She's one of the original 5 founders. She's been on the board of Sketchwa since 2016, elected assistant chair for the 2020 and 2021 year. She's on the Credentialing Council and very vocal for CHWs. She's also nationally has been a National Association of Community Health Workers ambassador, and she currently is on her second term as a National Association of Community Health Workers current board member. She's been supporting children and their family for more than 30 years. Lily Fox is no lightweight. She graduated from Coker College with her BSW degree in social work, then from South University with an MA degree in counseling psychology, and started working towards her MED in school guidance counseling from Liberty University. Lily has 30 years plus of experience, probably more than that, honestly, if Lily would admit, with diverse communities. She is the founder of Agape Placement Inc. and Family Services Alternative. Lily brings into every room with her a depth of experience of advocating clients' needs to schools, court systems, and human health agencies. And I can tell you, as the executive director of the association, that she is an advocate for community health workers throughout the state and throughout the nation. I don't know what I would have done without Lily's support and her grace through this year for me. So, Lily Fox, as she always says, she loves serving her community. Let us all give Lily Fox a round of applause for the service she has done as she closes out and as a board member for the association. Thank you, Lily, for your service.
I am sitting here with my mouth open.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness. So
I
I'd
have no-
love to surprise you. This was your last time as a board member because you didn't go back up for re-election, and we just thought that it was just right to honor you before you get out. And I also have someone else who wants to say a couple of words about Lily on the streets. Anthony, can you share a word, some of what you told me yesterday?
Good
Let's see.
morning, everyone.
Oh,
I have, can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you now.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I enjoyed the video of all of what entailed about Miss Lily Fox. I call her Fox, but it doesn't even really scratch the surface. We're talking about an individual that just does not give just her time. We're talking about an individual, a true, genuine soul who gives her complete heart to not just everyone, but when you say community, she is community. To know Lily for 5 minutes is almost like knowing Lily for 5 years. She is a complete go-getter, a doer, one of those individuals that, and I'm pretty sure many of us can understand this, to do tremendous work, but yet not receive tremendous pay. But at the end of the day, being able to balance not all of what she's done throughout the day for community, complete total strangers, also to balance that for home life, because Lily has a large home life, a family that she deals with, and she is the family conductor for all of that. Again, I say a true, genuine soul. No one says no to Lily. There are millionaires, high caliber folks in many of the PD area, and they know Lily by first name basis, and they will not tell her no. That's why it's so wonderful to be able to work with her, to partner with her, to do collaborations with her. At the end of the day, if someone needs services or assistance, Lily is going to make sure that happens. She is absolutely worth her weight in gold. And Ms. Fox, I am proud and very humbled to be able to be on here with the rest of the folks to tell you congratulations, you deserve this and more. And just glad to know you, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you all. This is the second time I've been caught off guard doing what I think God placed in my heart to do. And I don't do it for recognition. I do it because that's my compassion, is working and helping people. And it stems from early childhood up until now. So thank you all very much. And I'm always willing to do whatever I can to motivate, encourage, heighten the profession of community health workers at any and all times. Thank you so much. I can't say nothing else.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Lily. Thank you so much for what you do. I just love Lily, and I love the example that you're setting for all of us. That's just one thing. Just to have this wisdom in the room and the example that you set. I also want to, at this time, roll right into acknowledging all of the board members. Tracy Golden, who's our chairperson, Lily Fox, who's our assistant chair, Mark Calhoun, who is also on our board. We have Darren Thomas, who's our treasurer, Cindy New, our secretary. Thank you. And then we have Kelly Costin, Ray Jackson, Joe Cowell, and did I forget anybody? I think I got everybody. Oh, Anna Cosia, who's, I believe her son is getting married, so she wasn't able to be here today. But I so appreciate this board. They really work for you guys, for community health workers, and I think that we're just going to continue. Y'all know this is a fairly young association as far as 5013, but they've done a lot of work over the last 3 years. We got to look at what's next. That's why we're so appreciative of the feedback that you gave, and you're always giving us. Feel free to drop a line at any time. Without any further ado, I think we have an announcement. Again, we got Anthony Green. Would you please let us know who our new board members will be for 2022 through 2025, I believe.
All right. With the tally of the election results, we have Tracy Golden.
Yes, Trace.
Followed by William S. Garrett.
Sean.
And of course, last but not least, Mr. Joe Kyle.
Yes. Good people, good people. Oh.
Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations, Tracy, Sean, as we do, and Joe. Congratulations to all of you. And also, I really need to congratulate Takeda and Yvonne as well, because they were also outstanding candidates. And I know that they're going to really also serve well, continue to serve well. Excellent. All right, so we are at the end. I'm going to see if our former chair, anyone else on the board have any remarks before we have a special ending treat.
No remarks. Don, I'd just like to thank everybody for attending today's meeting and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.
Thank you. All right, so without further ado, then we have a poet all the way from Columbia, South Carolina. So if you missed it last week, at the Southeastern Conference, you would have had a really good treat. I said, before he goes viral and before his head gets so big, will you please come and do this for us today? Because I got to hear this again. So, Dom Francis, you ready?
I am. Thank you so much, Donna. Let me just say thank you to everyone on this call, so many familiar names and faces that do such important work in the community. I mean that so much when I say it. Being able to consider myself a colleague in any capacity with the folks on this call is nothing short of a privilege, nothing short of an honor. So thank you for all that you all do. And Donna, you don't have to worry, my head's not going to get too big, because I feel like even my writing this was total inspiration from the folks that we all work with on this call, on the Southeastern call, or otherwise. So if you hear something that sounds like a conversation you might have had with me, it probably was. No direct quotes, but the folks, there are some folks on here that definitely inspired the things that I wrote about. And so I call this piece People Who Work with People. It acknowledges some challenges and the realities we face in the community health worker world, as well as some of the ways we might be able to reframe things to keep us going as we press forward and onward. So, people who work with people. People who work with people don't get paid much. You know, I heard an adult say that once. I thought about it. It's funny because when I heard it, I didn't understand it, and I understood it perfectly. See, within the scope of that conversation, I remember thinking to myself, those who engage in the most person-to-person interaction aren't the folks that get paid the most money. Person-to-person interaction that's taxing on the mind. Person-to-person interaction that requires you to dig down through your memory banks and across emotions to help an individual across oceans while simultaneously at your desk or on their porch. Person-to-person interaction that is high volume and unpredictable and intense. That's not to discredit those that do make a lot of money and work with people, because they exist. The point is, what the phrase is getting at is that the people that work with people day in and day out, boots on the ground and in their backyard and rolling up their sleeves, don't get financially compensated the right way. People who work with people don't get paid much. See, now, what pay are you talking about? Because if you're talking about the moments when you can tell your friends, the twin babies I am working with pulled through. They moved them down the floor, across the hall, and now they're out of the NICU. Or the teenager that had nowhere to run trusted me enough to share what they were going through, and now they see that they no longer have to consider it an option to be at the use of a loaded gun. The man who was on the verge of giving up found the will to push forward and get gainfully employed so that his family wouldn't get stuck. See, I would say those moments when folks share things like that, they pay a lot. They pay a lot for the soul. The thing is, that's not where the buck stops. Financial compensation, that's a thing. And while we get paid with soul currency and take things one step at a time and one day at a time to change our communities for the better, know that we aren't settling for consolation prizes. Like a mentor and a friend of mine might say, sometimes you have to make good trouble. Know and believe that you are surrounded by colleagues that want the best for us. We, the people that work with people. Co-workers in this grand mission to see people living better lives that want joy, peace, and good health for everyone, including the people serving as boots on the ground to make sure it all happens, including the people that work with people. People that work with people don't get paid much. But that depends on what pay you're talking about. Because I say, continue to lend a hand, give it time, and use those inspiring, soul-filling rewards as fuel to keep that fire burning, to keep marching forward, and know that you have friends out there that have made it their goal to make that statement, people that work with people don't get paid much, less and less true by the day. Thank y'all.
That's how they do it in the open mic place. Thank you, Dom. Very well said indeed. You guys go out and continue to do the work that you do. Go out and be great. One more year down by the grace of God. So I am so grateful for each one of you. I want you to have a great holiday season. Stay safe, be careful out there. And please sign up for the Southeastern Conference. Is there anyone else that has any announcements? I did see Julie step in, and Andrea. Thank you guys from CCHA and Center for Community Health Alignment for joining us today, our sisters. All right, so our compadres, sister, brother, whatever. So thank you all for joining us, everyone. And you guys go and have a great rest of your day, rest of your year. I know a lot of you are off, so enjoy it. You need it, self-care. Wish it were me. All right.
Can I just say thank y'all so much for everything?
Oh.
Thank you so much for everything. You are truly a family beyond the four walls, and I just want to say thank you all for being extended family from here. Bless you all.
Bless you.
Bless you too.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
You gonna say it?
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Happy New Year.
Yes, yes, happy Hanukkah, all of that. Kwanzaa. You guys just be safe, and thank you. You can put in the chat the things that you like the most about this meeting, end of year meeting, or things that can be improved. We hope that everyone enjoyed it, and we hope that we'll see you all next year at our quarterly meetings. And yes, we are looking to see if we can do those things in different parts of the state. So thank you guys, and enjoy. Have a great rest of your day.
Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, you too.
Donna, you and I will have a conversation.
Uh-oh.